Alright, video gamers, we have successfully concluded our journey in Dome Keeper, the game where you keep the dome and sometimes the cone. A very controversial thing they did in the game, but you know, sometimes you gotta be a little bit controversial in order to bring in that incredible player base. You know, I had a feeling when I saw this game originally that it would be addicting, and yeah, pretty addicting game. We played it. I played it for a day, and I was like, okay, guys, let's we'll play a little bit more, and then I'll do the rest off stream. We don't need to do all of this on stream. And that was like day 2, and now we're on day 6, so that's pretty much where we're at, right? The game has like a very addicting and compelling gameplay loop, which you're just gonna get lost in, and it's just so nice. You just go mine, grab your resources, head up, upgrade things, go mine, grab your. You just keep doing it over and over again. And because every map and every challenge and everything you do is kind of different, and depending on what upgrades you get and what upgrades you choose and what playstyle you prefer, everything is different. Which means that every time you're playing, you're kind of like. You have to like rethink everything you're doing. It's like, okay, should I get the drill upgrade now? No, I don't really need that because on this map, I'm actually getting a lot of porous rocks, but I need the speed upgrade maybe because it takes a long time to get down there. But then if I don't have the carry upgrade, it's gonna take me too long to lift them up. But if I get the drone upgrade, then they're gonna lift for me, but they're too slow. So maybe I should get the fog machine upgrade. That way the waves will be slower, and that's better early on, of course. So should I maybe upgrade my weapon? That way I can kill them all. It's like you're constantly making these macro choices, right? Like some of your things are macro choices. Upgrading your mining equipment, macro choice. And so the micro choices, right? Like upgrading your weapon, is that necessary? Well, maybe not, but then again, could also be a micro choice depending on how hurt you are towards the end of the game, right? So very like simple and compelling gameplay loop. I'll actually be pretty interested to play this on the multiplayer when that comes out, because it's gonna have a multiplayer mode at some point. I thought that was the default because I think that's what Cuddly played, but yeah, that like very compelling and engaging gameplay loop that I think it's just fantastic. Like I had a really good time with the gameplay loop. The challenges were, I would say, for the most part, okay. Some of them actually required me to think outside the box and come up with good solutions to things. Like, for instance, for the one where you can't defend yourself, you're not allowed to use your weapon, right? I was like, oh, I'll grab the sword and just deflect projectiles. And that actually ended up being pretty cool and pretty. So I'm pretty happy that one ended up working out. But for a lot of it, it doesn't necessarily feel like you're changing your playstyle too much, and and maybe the part of the problem there is that the regular challenges might not be difficult enough for me, which meant that I didn't really have to make any necessary choices. I think another problem is, and this one I don't know if this is true because I just kept playing with it, so I might just be completely wrong here, but it feels like some of the weapons and some of the dome choices are just significantly more powerful than other things, right? So. The electric orb thing, the Tesla coil, that thing just seems insanely powerful compared to everything else. Every time I was using that thing, it felt like it just outdid any potential any other weapon has ever had. It shoots things, it stuns them, and it leaves an orb that does more damage. So for most creatures, early game, you shoot them one time with the orb, they're dead. Oh, there's a huge wave of them coming towards you, one time dead. You leave one in the air, dead. The only drawback is that it's a little bit slow, but I feel like the strength of it completely outweighs that with no problems at all. And I mean, if anything, this drone right here should be a good example of that, right? Like that end wave there was insane, but it was no problem. And it might be that if I played, I only tried the sword multiple times, and I like that one too. It's fun, but it was definitely not as powerful. It might be if I tried like upgrading the laser to full or the mortar to full, I would feel the same way, but I don't think so. And not from the little I played with them, at least. Yeah, that would be like, that's like one complaint, I guess. I would probably just nerf the Tesla coil, but maybe then it would be too difficult. I don't know. Just seems like a very powerful weapon. As far as the dome upgrades go, I think all of them are pretty viable, but that's a bit different, I guess. I think all of those kind of work. The dome is probably the least useful there, but that's I think all of those, if you're doing the challenge mode, like if you're doing the actual challenges on challenge mode, I bet all of those different domes come in handy depending on what you're trying to do. So that's pretty cool. They did a good job with those. I really like that the challenges give you these like engineer points that you use to upgrade, get permanent upgrades. That's also a really cool feature. Kind of like, you know, feels like you're playing an actual roguelite with a little bit of like progression between the matches. So that's also awesome. And I think a lot of the various upgrades, the gadgets, what are they called? I think they're called gadgets. I think all the various gadgets suit different play, like they do what they're probably supposed to do, which is they suit different builds and different play styles, meaning that you can really tailor yourself to like what do you enjoy or what do you need right now. That was cool. You know, I kept kind of switching between them. I do think that probably regardless of what they're doing, I do think there are two that seem a little bit broken to me. Maybe three now that I know about it, but the mobile battle station, the fact that gives you, and all three are well, two of them are mining tunnel upgrades. The mobile battle station gives you so much between not having to, like, you basically don't have to run out of time anymore because you can always just use the mobile battle station. And two, once you get to the passive upgrade to get the minimap, that's insanely powerful. You know, now you go from having to, like, if you're trying to be efficient with it, right, you're probably doing I started going for a 3 vertical strip mining, three vertical strip mining, meaning I had 3 blocks between all my mines, and that's just because usually the iron nodes are longer than that, and you don't necessarily need, like, the water nodes and stuff are cool, but ultimately you usually need way more iron than you need other things. So but with that you can do like a 5 strip mining, and then you also get all the other resources on top of it. So that's really powerful. And also now that I realized 2 upgrades, like first of all the downwards drill, the fact that when you get the supplement for that, it gets 4 little mining nodes. That is insane. The one map I had that one, that was crazy. That was actually insane to me. But that feels like you can either use it to strip mine, or you can just use it to mine everything, and it's going to go really fast, and you're probably going to have more resources than you know what to do with. I could not bring all the resources up fast enough in that run. And in that run I was scuffed too, because I couldn't actually mine myself. If I could do that and mine myself, infinite resource generator, basically. And realizing now too that there's a supplement upgrade for the double teleporter where you can suck resources into it, that is very strong. Like, if I think my optimal build probably would be fruit tree, which makes you faster and stronger and gives you more mining speed, etc. Probably fruit tree into mining drill into teleporter. Because what you essentially do then is you just mining drill goes down, you have it going out to the side, so you have your teleporter with the upgrade on it that you just keep moving the resources into. You basically never have to go, you rarely have to go all the way up again, and every time you do, you just teleport up there, and then GG. I don't know. But yeah. I would say overall, super good game, really addicting. Minor complaints, which are pretty minor, is some upgrades and some weapons and some things seem way more powerful and useful than others. Challenges could be a little bit more diverse, right? The interesting ones were like, let's go take a look again there. So I would say the interesting challenges, the ones that I had most fun with. I think the deflected weapon was fun. That one was really fun. The like logistical problem was fun. The mining problem was fun. The cobble contribution was fun, because cobble is just way harder to get than iron. So the iron one is the only one I failed like twice. So to be fair, I probably wouldn't fail that now. That was like at the very start of the game. But I think those were like the really fun ones. So, one complaint: a lot of some things seem more powerful than others. This might be a noob take, whatever, where people that play the game all the time are like, oh no, actually, every upgrade is the best upgrade ever. It's just depends on your playstyle. And to a certain extent, I don't think anything is so powerful that it breaks playstyle, right? Like, if you have a playstyle, you can probably do whatever your playstyle is. That's what I was doing, and it was working out, even if my playstyle was pretty powerful. And then this game, I don't think this game has a lot of replayability. Like right now, where I'm at in the game, I'm like at the point where I'm starting to get bored with it, and you know, if there's some huge update, like I won't play update, I'll try that. But if unless there's some huge update that like really changes the entire game, don't really see the game. Don't really see myself replaying this. Maybe in like 20 years, you know, when I've like forgotten all about it, and I'm just, you know, I'm in an old person home and I'm looking to do something that is familiar and easy to do. But as it currently stands, it doesn't feel like it has a lot of replayability. You know, if you are the prestige challenge runner who likes to get on the leaderboard and, you know, you're gonna read strategy guides and stuff, you know, yeah, sure, you can replay it. But for most people, you're probably gonna get to a point in this game, depending on how much you like these types of games, where we get to a point relatively quickly where you're like, well, I've done the game now, right? There's no reason for me to keep playing a big map. I've already done a big map on the hardest difficulty, and it wasn't even difficult. I could do the big map on the hardest difficulty with all the weapons, sure. Don't see that being difficult either necessarily. I could do, maybe the small map on the hardest difficulty is more difficult. I could do that. I could do all the challenges on the harder difficulty too, which is probably what I would do if I wanted to keep playing. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So let's take a quick gander at what people on Steam have to say about this game. As you usually do. Cute, but the loop gets boring after a while. Pretty accurate. It gets boring after a while because the unlockable ability games modes are not exciting enough to keep the gameplay loop. Okay, but bro, you played this game for 23 hours. This game is like... It's like a 20-euro game. It's 8 euros on sale. Wait, what is this? Accessory gear pack? Wait, what? Oh, it just unlocks a skin and a song and a pet? Okay, that's fine. I feel like that's a bit steep, you think so? I feel like it's fine. I feel like it's fine for this game, but I mean on sale though, it's 8 euros. I wish you could see if people bought the game on sale. That would be a good feature for the Steam reviews too. That's so much about this game that's great. The atmosphere and the monster design is interesting. The fundamental gameplay loop is fun and good and kind of stressful. And the sound design is spectacular with satisfying crystalline tinkles and intermittent noise that makes the sound feel atmospheric rather than video gamey. So this makes the drawbacks of the game even more impactful. The only real means of inter-run progression requires you to do guild challenges, of which you can only select from 4 at the start. Essentially, you are immediately unable to play the actual game if you want to progress after first completion. Top of that, the short time between waves and slow exploration speed makes so that the gameplay loop begins to feel less of a stressful balance and more of a, oh great, no, I have to do chores in between the part you want to do. If there were a great separation between the mining and the assault phase, with more added to the mining phase as the game moves on, actually this being a game worth pouring many hours into, but as it stands, it's really like a decent little indie game worth a few hours and $5. $5 that seems crazy for this game. Wait, negative. The support dev team response. Ran into a bug on Steam Deck where I couldn't use the Guardian standard attack at all. No spares, no animation, nothing. That basically makes the second character unplayable for me. I reported it, but instead of taking it seriously, the response felt like I was being blamed, or that my Steam Deck was the problem. Okay. This game is worth $1. Will not load. I didn't pay enough money. Okay. I don't think I agree with the negative reviews this time around, but I think you can make a different type of game like this that is more like you know, less arcadey and more like what that guy said, where it's like you're like delving into the mine and maybe take, you know, it's like 30 minutes within the waves and you're actually exploring mines and finding things and then going up again. That could be a cool type of game for sure, but wait, is Domekeeper not on the list? Oh no, Doomkeeper. Okay, let's just add it to this thing immediately. Let's see here, Domekeeper. I didn't put the veil on this thing apparently. Alright. 10 flawless masterpiece, 9 everyone should play this, 8 good experience for playing, 7 good playthrough, sounds fun, 6 alright play if you like the genre, 5 average, 4 still a functioning game, 3 better worth playing, 2 everyone should avoid this, 1 no redeemable qualities. I think this is a pretty easy scorer for me with how engaging the game was. I don't think I need to beat too much around the bush. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. 8.5 for me is pretty valid for exactly the type of game this is. It's, you know, it's right in that bubble for me where it's like super good game, would recommend to a lot of people. Great gameplay loop, worth playing if you're a person that likes playing games that are a little bit grindy, a little bit have some soft progression in them, make you just got a time waste or whatever. Perfect time waste game. So really good for that. I think it would need seems fair, it looked fun, yeah. I think it would need like more types of progression, more ways to progress, more interesting types of ways to play the game. For me to give it like a 9, it would have to be a super engaging experience, you know, that I won't forget about. But as it stands, pretty good. So let's see OpenCritic. 7.8. Okay. This is one of the races where I'm rating a game higher than the reviewers. Streaming? Maybe? Alright, we played this game for a grand total of 26.5 hours. Alright, I should have actually done this before, but at Gamba, we gambaing. Is there anything I can do real quick while we while I give people like 2 minutes to get in if they want to watch the Gamba? I wonder if these guys have done anything else. Bippin bits of mice and moggies. Huh. What is this game? Catch cute little animals in this logic puzzle game. Keep coming up with new ways to trap them or play them off against each other. To catch a lizard, you have to think like a lizard. Is this a Deb game? What is this? What is this, a Deb game? Don't keep her engineer. Oh wait, there's an engineer pack? No, I could have had another skin for engineer and an owl pet. If I love anything, it's gambling. Oh yeah, we're gonna gamble big time. And surely we'll get a fun game to play. How many games are we at right now? We are at... This was a game released in 1998. Hey, it looked kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we on at 4? Did I forget a game here? Is this the 4th game spin? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Which one? Wait, which one are we missing? Yeah, we are just at 4. Damn. I thought we were at 5. I thought this would be the 6th game. So these are the spin games so far in this order. We already have a bunch of games played this year. I mean, they're all short games, but maybe there's a chance that we will someday finish the list. If the list has a lot of games like The Veil that I play for 30 minutes and I'm like, you know what, I'm over it. That would be pretty nice. I don't think that's the case, unfortunately, though. I think that we have a lot of games here that I'm not over. How many games are there actually? Are we at 1,000 yet? We're at 925 games. I kind of wanted to move. I wanted to have 2 of these, and to move all the Finnish game over to a different list. I was thinking about doing that. That way, they're not clogging up the space on this part of the list. It would be easier to see like exactly what games we haven't played. I was thinking about it. Ooh, okay, let's spin the wheel. Alright, we are wheel spinning to see what we're playing next. We have a bunch of incredible video games here. Some suggested by me, most suggested by me, some suggested by other people. Let's see what happens. 3. Also, we do. I just saw a shit game. There's a more shit game here. The Walking Dead Destinies. So 3, 2, 1. This is not a horror game, right? But it's an old game, I think. Game. I have no mouth and I must scream. The adventure plunged you into the tortured and hidden past of 5 humans. That's all I'm going to read. Alright. Let's see here. Let's leave this category before Domekeeper people come in and are like, where's Domekeeper? What's mouthwashing on this list? Or what did I see? Oh no, I think it's the mouthwashing simulator or something. I saw mouthwashing for a second. I have no mouth. Let's see, add to cart. That music was pretty good too. I didn't think about that. I have no mouth washing and I must scream. 7, the movie. Did you guys see there's a new scary movie? That's like a Scary Movie 5 trailer. That could be a good movie night movie. One second. We're starting now, yeah. We have like an hour left of the stream. I'm just mouth. I was doing my setup